Oh, hello. How are we all? How are we all going, guys? Welcome, welcome. I was hoping that damn, I was really hoping that Dota I was hoping that the new one would be ready, but I don't know. It goes off like American time, right? I already guessed all this. 7 hours? 8 hours almost? Ay. That's too long. That's way too long. We have to wait? Jeez. You know what we can do though? We can scramble in the meantime. Scramble game. Scramble. This isn't the right scramble, is it? The hell? This looks different. Scramble 2. Whoa! Nice! We can do a bit of that. We can also go Reddit, Dota, and have a look at what's going on. So I've actually, funnily enough, I'll turn the music down a little bit, hold on. I actually casted Forget Good not long ago, which I think if most of you guys, from my understanding, are South American, so the time zone difference is completely wild. But I recently casted where are we? Let's have a look. The round robin stage, right? That just happened. Here, I'll switch it over to live scene so you can see. Hello. So I recently casted this last series here, right? Now, it's just a cool little thing to think about. I'm still wearing the same shirt. I'm still like, you know, that was however many hours ago it was, and you guys have gone to bed and had a nice rest, you know, so good on you, right? Resting is important. But I've been awake this entire time. I'm a little fiend. I can't get I've lost a lot of Dota games though today. It's sad. It's very sad. But now, I mean, the stages are over. Looks like the lobby's finished or started, so let's have a look-see, eh? Unless... cool. Now, there is going to be a little bit of a delay, right? Waiting to watch, yeah. So we'll have a little bit of delay. Whilst we are in this delay, though, hopefully we can play a little bit of Scrandle. Actually, oh, it's going to be instantly locking in. I'll play a quick round of Scrandle, alright? Concept of this is you pick what you think you'd rather eat. Okay, pizza with ham, savory Asian, but I'm gonna go with pizza. What? Okay, and it has like the vote of what people picked. I'll have it in the background here. Macaroni and cheese. What the hell is that? Look at that. Oh no! It's like a block. And that's Glad wrapped, and the chicken, it looks like 30 cents. Or pence? I don't know. We'll obviously go the mac and cheese. So you get 10, I think you get 10. Oh, this looks really good. Yuck. Pie, mash, and liqueur? No way. Beef bowl, thank you. Oh, no. Beef stew. Or sausage and bread, and the bread is not even... The sausage is huge, it's kind of gross looking. We'll go with the beef stew. Now these are both very good. Korean fried chicken. Fish and chips are nice, but like there's not a lot of sauce there. I think it looks a bit dry. So we're gonna go with Korean fried chicken. Yeah, most people agree with that. Oh no, what the fuck is this? Yuck, man. What the hell is this stuff? These both look terrible. That can't be real. We're gonna go with this one. Is this Norway? Is this Norwegian flag? Oh, well, it's in Germany, but he had a Norwegian thing. Doner meat and chips. Interesting. Currywurst and... What's currywurst? Currywurst. What's that? I want to pick that. It looks nice. Oh my god. Chicken paste in deep fried bread. Sausage in a what? I'm gonna go with the paste. Okay, we got like 2 more to go. Whoa! Oh no! That's so stupid. Cheeseburger, a burnt cheeseburger. Alright, looks like we have the game, so that's good. I have no idea what this is. Oh, pickled pork. That looks really good. There's like not enough in there. I know it's fuck all to do with footy or even sport, but this chili chicken wrap, my folks paid $9. Oh dear. People are not happy with that. We'll pick this one then. I got one wrong. The first one I got wrong. Apparently people like the savory Asian pancakes. No. Alright, you know what else is savory, and delicious and sweet and all those things wrapped together? Some Dota, which is why we're here, right? It's going to be X5 taking on Leto, best of 3, upper bracket in Division 1, I believe. X5 have not dropped the game at all. They are scary, right? Very scary. I don't think I've casted for them yet, but I've casted for Leto. They unfortunately dropped their best of 3 series recently against, let me check it out. They were just versing Souls, yeah. Souls and Leto both looking like some really formidable teams. But in the other bracket here, if we go to the main tournament, I'll just really quickly show you guys what's been happening. Yeah, X5 doing really good. Same with Cappy Zebra, and then Souls and Leto as well. But now, the groups are kind of abolished now. We've got Division 1 and 2. A few unfortunate forfeits down here, but that's okay. Because the game that we're looking to check out here is this one here, the best of 3. So we have a very, very early first picking the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend, kind of jumping back into popularity a little bit. This hero as a carry is extremely, extremely popular. Most likely you see it in the right-click build. There is capacity for some people to do that Link, Kaya, Yasha kind of like spell damage Shadow Fiend. It's still pretty neat, but I think the versatility of Shadow Fiend is really good. He's got a pretty strong presence in lane. He can take towers pretty quickly as well. He farms very quickly. The only downfall to Shadow Fiend is he's very easily gankable, right? He's a low stat hero. He doesn't really have too much to negate that unless he anticipates it and he, channels his ulti. He can fear a lot of people away. But apart from that, he's a really strong hero right now. If you have somebody kind of, backing him up. I like to have Shadow Fiend with any sort of save hero. Both in lane and or as the pos 4 even. So I think I guess like the synergy in the lane might not be completely good, but sometimes I've seen people run the 5 Tusk and have Tusk and him just kind of dominate a lane, so he can snowball him to safety if he needs. The physical damage is crazy as well with the tag team. And I mean, this is a good response here, right? Timber Saw. So 5x will pick up this very, it's very noticeable this is a counter hero here. He still, does a lot of damage with the pure. Timbersaw, similar to Axe, similar to Tidehunter, cuts the wave at a certain time. And Shadow Fiend will not be able to sit under the tower, because Timbersaw will absolutely just be very aggressive and dive that tower. Tiny is pretty flexible too. Could be the 4 Tiny, could be the 5. You've seen it mid as well. I'm assuming this is the lane against the Shadow Fiend lane. Like, we're already seeing X5. They've already addressed the Shadow Fiend lane with Tiny and Timber, which are both a lot of burst damage heroes. So I wonder, you know, who can help Shadow Fiend lane? Okay, Shadow Demon, excellent. I was going to suggest this as well, because this guy, yeah, he can kind of reset things with the disruption. Later on in the game, he only gets better against heroes like Timbersaw. There we go, and they'll go for, there we go. So they get the Tusk as well. Tusk, Shadow Demon, pretty formidable duo of supports. Yeah, this is fine. I don't think it's enough to like save the lane on Leto. I'd like to see Eva farm as best he can, but then when Timbersaw starts to like be aggressive, just have a, you know, your Shadow Demon's pretty has plenty of capacity to stack. So just take some stacks, go off into the jungle, and make some plays somewhere else. If he sticks around for too long, this Timbersaw is going to run at him and just result in death. Kind of piecing things together now. Ursa ban, Lago ban. Now, Leto often, with the last series I saw Leto, they kind of pick X-Ray or Ray's, sorry, hero pretty early this time, and it often was the Invoker, right? He's quite well known for his Invoker plays. However, this time the Invoker does get picked up by X5 Gaming as well as Warlock too, so a lot of 10 seconds. The synergy here on Dire on X5 is a lot of damage that is unnoticeable, right? And what I mean by that is the Warlock Q is going to come out. The Invoker spells, the Timber spells, the Tiny, it's a lot of splash damage. And I think if you don't pay attention to it, Leto are slowly going to just kind of tick down in a lot of these fights, and they'll get very, very low HP. And it'll be kind of be hard to notice, I think. So I really like this draft here from X5. I wonder what they'll finish it up with. We've got a puck as a result here from Leto. I'm just going to turn my synthwave music off. Oh, also, Princess Foxy, thank you for following. I was getting ready, sorry, but I appreciate you following. That's really kind of you. Hope you're having a great day and or night, wherever you are.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
I kind of hope they... This is so much magical damage on X5. They need like a pipe builder. Like maybe some sort of aura. Because Shadow Fiend doesn't have a lot of stats. I mean, Shadow Demon and Tusk, the saves are nice, right? The saves are really cool, but I'm a little bit worried, right? I'm still a little bit worried. Timbersaw, it's a pretty good game for him. I mean, perhaps Shadow Fiend goes for the Shadow Blade, right? As the name suggests. Get the break on the Timbersaw, that could be an option too. Actually, I really like that. If he's a sitting duck all the time, have that invis, have that mobility to move around. Yeah, I think that, I hope he kind of goes for that. It's a little bit risky because you don't really get too many stats from, you know, getting a Silver Edge. They'll go for a Slaughter as well. Okay, so there's that more physical damage. It's a very physical-oriented kind of draft here from Leto. And, you know, they can burst people very quickly, right? They can delete a lot of heroes.
Templar Assassin.
TA. I really want to watch this top lane, because you pick Shadow Fiend first pick, and you know that they're going to try to counterpick you, and then you pair it up with a Shadow Demon, who Shadow Demon is fine. I think there might have been better heroes, but the save is pretty nice. The ulti later on against Timbersaw is really decent as well. But it's all about, you know, when is that time for Eva to figure out, okay, I need to not bleed so much here, and I need to actually move on and get some like appropriate farm somewhere else. It's a hard thing to kind of juggle and to know, right?
5 seconds.
Okay, let me get my command from my lonely Discord. Where am I? Cool, copy that. TA last pick. I think it's... I mean, I kind of anticipated it to be the TA. I didn't see who else was banned. TA's really good this game. I think I like X5's draft a little bit better. Yeah, I'm thinking now like lane wise, who's more dominant in the lane, and there is a lot of aggression from Leto. However, X5 Gaming, I think they have some pretty decent heroes that can kind of like pull back a little bit. There's a lot of poking here, and I think maybe Leto's team, in especially this Tuscan Slaughter, they might get baited to go under tower a little bit too deep. It's a little bit predictable, I think, how Dire are going to play. Right? They've got these run-at-you heroes. You know, you've got the Slaughter, you've got the Tusk. It's pretty easy to read, and they do have some pretty good counterplays here. The Invoker to control them, the Warlock to reset things, Tiny as well to put people out of position. We'll find out, though, how it goes. As I will... Do I get good thing in the right position? I think I moved it to a bad spot already. Look at it. See it? It's kind of awkwardly out there. Where is that thing? Where's the get good thing? Do we like... Hey. Do we like the red... Like, there's this red one here that I'm using. But you know what? I'm going to change it. Let's change it up. Let's do this one. Right? Let's use the black. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if the admins are in this chat right now, but I've casted and like done admin for other leagues and orgs and stuff. And if they want that Get Good logo over there, you can turn it into a little GIF, right? Make it a little video or something, so it's a bit more eye-catching. And often as well, above my new follower mark, I usually have like a QR code for Discords. If you guys make a QR code for the Get Good Discord, I'll throw it up there too, so people can like scan it on their phone if they're, you know, if they so desire, right? All right, both teams smoking up.
The battle begins.
All right, so like I said before, I really want to watch this bottom lane. This SF, they first picked it. I am curious to see, you know, what is Shadow Demon gonna do. I think your best bet is to just hold your disruption to save Eva, and then just stack once in a while down here, right? Give him enough stacks. It might be a little bit risky against, you know, a Timbersaw who could take your stacks, but I mean, they already know that the lane's a little bit iffy, so they're gonna start us off with having 3 heroes here. But Yeesus manages to kind of sniff it out a little bit, or at least he gets a level in the Timber Chain. He gets out of harm's way. So Tusk will head back top. Left Dan, a little bit of a sticky situation for him. He's already half HP now, unfortunately.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
They're still kind of clashing down here, actually. Pitbull and Eva. Aomi. You guys have to tell me how to pronounce these names, by the way, because I have no idea. I don't know how to pronounce the names.
Dire should look to their top tower.
Here I am.
Hey!
Pack out.
X. Yanbara.
Let us fight!
Thank you, Blade Moose. I appreciate you following, man. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day and or night. And I hope that you've drank plenty of water, guys. Drink plenty of water. I'm gonna try to cut the wave. X here Uh-oh. Not sure. He's only level 1 right now, still on X, so he desperately needs a bit of XP here. And he unfortunately kind of ended up pulling for them. Might grab a courier snipe on the way out. This is a pretty self-explanatory lane here for Radiant. Now, obviously, X is a little bit under-leveled because he did spend time down bottom. You know, trying to get that first blood. But I think this is very simple, right? Toxic is probably not going to die in this lane. Probably. You're going to use too many resources. You know, the refraction's huge. Just keep killing the Warlock. Right? Get some levels. You know, you'll get Ice Shards, Snowball. As soon as Warlock gets out of position, you absolutely can kill him very easily here. That's plain and simply how you win this lane as Radiant. You just keep farming off the pos 5.
Hey!
But I think because he was away for a while, it's given Dire a slight advantage that you wouldn't really expect him to have right now. Black Crave, thank you. Oh, nice toss back there. Pitbull has to disrupt himself a little bit. But I'm not sure. He should be able to walk out of this. He does have a Lotus to play with, Eva. Dishing out a bit of those Shadow Rays damages. And they're going to continue to commit onto Pitbull. And, I mean, yeah, first blood goes. Eva gets a nice set of arrays onto the Tiny there. And they stack up. Not exactly how I thought first blood would go down in this lane. Oh, and even cancelling out some more regen there. This aggression from Eva, just spamming these races is really nice. I like it a lot. Happy to see me covering the game, so no problem, no problem. Yeah, I'm checking it out. I casted before for this this tournament, and it was really cool. I'm happy to see some really good Dota. And this is a really exciting series. This series, right? One team undefeated, one team only losing one game. So both of them have a pretty good reputation here.
Got it.
Now I wonder. I mean, Tusk has been rotating around, and he's still quite under level. You know, we're almost hitting 5 minutes in, and he's not quite level 3 yet. I think there's a few opportunities that could have been taken onto Warlock here. He wants to try to pinch the wave. Warlock trying to prevent it. But, I mean, Warlock can be aggressive here. I'd like him to just, yeah, run him down. Yeah, D-wards. I don't think this is worth it. There's multiple angles you can come at this lane with, right? You can, like, pulling is fine. However, I think they can just keep killing the pos 5. Post, you know, as soon as Tusk gets level 3. Maybe that's what they're waiting for, right? They'll probably wait for level 3 on Tusk, and then this Warlock should die. Though 2 levels into the Shadow Word. A little bit of heals there. 6-minute runes coming up in about 20 seconds, as we'll see if any supports rotate in. It does look like Tiny as well as the Warlock are going to both commit to this mid lane here. And oh, that ward's just going to get spotted straight away. I think they saw that Ray put that out there. Pitbull, meanwhile, also moves in, and we're going to have maybe a clash here in this mid lane. Pitbull, there'll be a regen for Mini. Yet yesterday's games being on stream helped a lot since I was coaching Souls, but wasn't at my PC to watch. Oh, no problem. No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I'm glad you got to see it, right? Oh, that's really good. Uh-oh, Eva. Now, I said I liked the aggression before, but now, I mean, you were quite close to the tower, and as a result... No, he doesn't... Oh, he doesn't land on a tree. A very lucky situation there for Eva. Avoiding death there. The XP shrines coming up. It doesn't look like any team are wanting to steal anyone else's experience here. As we hit that 7-minute mark, and Tiny will pick up his, and Dan will pick up the one for the Radiant. a pretty low scoring game. You know, we're 7 minutes into it. We've only seen one death, so I think we're kind of on the edge of our seats here. I think something's going to happen soon. Now, I expected this bottom lane to go a lot worse for Radiant, to be honest. But I guess the aggression from the Shadow Razors is enough to really bully out the Timbersaw. But once Timber, like I said, once Timber gets level 6, he should start to kind of take over. But Eva turns around. There's a toss as well. The defensive disruption, and they lose the Tiny. He crumbles down into a heap of rocks, and there's a double kill for Ray X. As I'd be a little bit nervous because I think the one lane that they expected to, or at least I, you know, on paper expected to do a little bit better it's been quite the opposite there. It is Timbersaw as well as Tiny. It is only Timber's first death.
I'm a brawler in his prime.
Is in danger.
Oh, time. Snowball, Tusk. Ray X can silence if he wants to, but he doesn't have that much mana. They're going to turn around onto Mini, the tag team, but Tornado there. 3 for 1. Eva doing a really good... Oh, they're going to set him up with the ulti. Why not? Absolutely. 1 raise, 2 raise, and 3. There you go. Yeezus goes down again to Eva, and this bottom lane has been blown completely out of proportion. Not what I was expecting at all.
A prize.
Radiant's middle tower
2-0-2. We have a scan up here. We have a lot of Dire Heroes rotating top.
tower is under attack.
Looks like they want to pressure
Is now active. Radiant's
top tower.
is in danger.
Dan's had a little bit of a lonely lane himself, right? Without his Tusk. And I wonder if the
Radiant's scan.
I wonder if Tusk roaming around is was worth it, because I think, you know, a few kills on the, you know, towards the Slaughter would be nice.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
But X has been moving around and getting a lot done too. So
Dire's middle tower. Radiant's top tower is in danger.
10-minute power runes.
Почему всегда?
It's an aggressive ward here.
Is in danger.
Now Dan wants to fight for this rune. The rune that doesn't spawn there as it is bottom.
There is little
Illusion
for
rune.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'll switch it over to the net worth in like maybe a minute's time. I usually do it about like 11 to 12 minutes. We'll have a look at the net worth very soon. 4 and 1, 2k net worth towards Leto. They've kind of rotated onto Dan here. Looks like they might want to... They want to open up this north side of the map. With this deep ward here. Yanbara kind of scouting out and pinching a little bit of XP here from the Slardar as well. He does have ulti on him. And the trap is set. They're going to wait for him. Dan playing very defensively though, very conservatively. Good intuition for him to kind of back off here. They do lose the tower. Meanwhile, smoke. And they're going to head towards bottom. As Timber. Dream Call, Wandering Rift is ready. So they'll use everything on him, and that's a very easy kill there for Ray X. Killing spree. 3 and 0 on this puck.
The Radiant glyph is now active. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Now,
tower is under
this is fine using like Warlock ulti kind of push a lane, but now Radiant know that that big AoE stun is not available for him. But I mean, Puck runs right into a lot of mana getting drained away from him. He luckily gets out of harm's way. Tusk manages to shard off a few people, but now you're lacking a bit of damage, and you got to try to get the heck out of there if you can.
Dire's bottom tower
Let
is
us
in danger.
fight.
Looks like he might make him work for the kill. Eva? Surely not. Does he lead them up to the Eva ult? Thinking about it. Maybe he can get a kill on one hero. And he... Uh-oh. He has to ulti up against Jesus and go for the TP out. And that's what I mean. Despite him kind of, you know, really punishing Timber with this magical damage, Timber can kill this this SF now, regardless. So I wonder if Eva will decide to leave this lane and maybe just farm the triangle or swap over with Slardar. Alright, we'll have a look at the net worth. With TA very confidently up at the top there with no deaths to this carry, actually. One thing we haven't been talking about Toxic at all, we haven't spoken about him. You know, very early Desolator. Blink Dagger is the second item. And the Dragonlance. So just that mobility, right? To be able to move around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Have those XP 14 minutes soon. A lot of good vision on Radiant here in the triangle, as well as the between the two towers here in lane. Smoke from X5, they find Eva, and Eva's got no mana, no resources, nothing really. Should go down here. We're just going to try to man fight it, but the stuns are too much. And that's the first death, I think, of this carry SF. And it looks like they want to get maybe some more as X, as well as Ray. They are nearby. Timbersaw is going to TP in. Let me get the stun from... Oh no, this might have actually set them up for disaster here, as it's going to lead them into a big combo. The snowball to kind of try to prevent some damage. Unfortunately, you got to be careful when you use that. Because Tiny was ready, so was Warlock, and a little bit of a blunder there, unfortunately, from X. Trying to do the right thing and save his buddy.
Denied.
5 for 5, and the net worth is pretty much even. The only difference being this TA quite a bit ahead of the SF in the last hits. And, you know, the tower hasn't been pressured. I think it's about time they smoke and head up here. I mean, Toxic has been having a very breezy game right now. A lot of space has been made for him.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
Such tedium.
And they're able, yeah, I mean, if Dire right now are able to pressure a tier 1 tower bottom, and you know have your carry still farming as well,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Leto have got to do something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they'll take some stacks
Dire's
as well as a
middle
tower.
is no more. Radiant's bottom tower is in danger. The Dire scan. On the hunt for Radiant. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Is no more.
Looks like both teams kind of waiting for one another to go near each other. As Radiant here, Leto have kind of taken over the triangle of Dire, and it looks like they're going to run into... Someone's going to run into someone as Eva finds Xerus, but... I mean, Jesus... A little bit tankier than he used to be, but with the tag team, that is still enough damage to take him out. There's an ulti available on Eva. They do lose X, so a 1-for-1 trade-off so far. The numbers game is advantage towards Dire. However, here comes Ray. Perhaps with a Dream Coil. They can set up for something really good here. And it looks like they very much will. As Warlock is going to tick down, he'll go down. Tiny, meanwhile, he gets his TP cancelled. And he's going to die as well. Bleeding 3 kills there. A nice nice pick up there from Team Leto.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they see Toxic. Well, they still have the Dream Coil. No, he blinks away. Toxic still at the top of the net worth. BKB on Yeesus. I think this is this Timber. I don't know how I'd build Timber this game, but I think he's just going to keep dying to an SF right-clicking him with a Tusk next to him. I'm not sure what I'd build if I was Timber. It's a bit of a tricky one, seeming as the lane didn't go as he wanted it to. 8 for 6. Just 18 minutes approaching. The power runes will spawn in about 5 seconds. It's a pretty good one to have, the haste rune. SF BKB straight up. Very aggressively getting a BKB this early on SF is, I think, just highlighting. I believe Leto, they don't really want to take this game too late, so whilst they won that bottom lane, I think they want to kind of snowball and take advantage of that. That's why we see the BKB getting picked up so early on this Shadow Fiend. Let's see if they can continue with this momentum that they had. He's checking rankings and stuff.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Well, they find the Tusk, and he does snowball, but I don't know if he's going to live through it. Actually, Dan very bravely moves forward, the defensive disruption as well. X actually lives through this, and the ulti gets thrown onto Toxic. He does manage to blink away. Ray has to get out of harm's way, because Toxic deals so much damage on these right clicks, but here comes Eva. We'll see who hits harder, and it looks like X did eventually die. And they'll smoke in. This is really clever here from X5. As they've kind of faked the back off, but I believe Radiant are aware of it. Dan. Blink gets cancelled. The Vessel's on him. Both teams kind of asking, you know, you make a move first, you make a move first. And the first move is, unfortunately, I mean, Dan gets taken, and Invoker with a lot of magical damage. Eva with the fresh BKB and the ulti to try to reset this fight because it hasn't gone too well for them. Ray X, they do burst the TA. So TA is gone. With that fresh BKB and that ulti from the SF, it managed to change things around. However, now they've used all they've got in the gas. They're going to have to back off. I still think that's pretty okay for Leto, despite, you know, the start of it was really rough. I mean, this Slardar got completely destroyed. All of his stats went down because of Timber. Look at the recap there. There's so much damage, and then Voka set up with a beautiful combo. That could have gone a lot worse for Leto there. I think if SF didn't have that BKB to reset that fight, it would have been really maybe a team wipe. Shard going towards Steyr.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now they'll smoke 3 heroes. 10 for 10, 2k net worth ahead for X5 as they've smoked up, and Voka's going to pop that smoke. They do find him, they punch him up in the air. Can the Warlock help him in time? No. Maybe could have been able to help, but I think it would have, yeah, he would have died anyway, possibly. He'll go down as well. straight to Roshan. I love this. This is really good. The minus armor, the tag team, the SF. Yeah, they can take Roshan very quickly. So Roshan number 1 is going to drop at about 22.5 minutes here, as they'll have Aegis on this Shadow Fiend. Now, granted, you know, 22 minutes into a Dota game, you don't often want to be breaching high ground. You know, it does depend on how much of a net worth you're ahead, but I mean, with Aegis, it's still a 1k net worth towards Dire. So I wonder if Radiant, you know, what do they want to do with this Aegis is what I'm trying to get to. And I think possibly getting most of the towers here would be the goal. Which there are still 4, so decent amount of towers to get through. Boka has finished off the Aghanim's Scepter. Meanwhile, Timber has his fresh BKB as well. Puck almost finished his next item too. And Slardar. So we'll have a few BKBs coming out very soon. As I think Dire's job here, they can't really defend most of the tier 2s. Possibly try to trade if they can. I mean, they're going to go, yeah, onto this Puck here. Throw him up in the air. He does dodge out a lot of the damage, though. Can they cancel the blink? No, they can't. Ray X, very quick fingers there. Manages to narrowly escape death.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What is his ability?
24 minutes. Yeah, level 18 now. A little bit ahead of the TA. Chrysalis, Deso, Dragonlance.
It's a trap.
It is a trap.
Now the fight resumes. But will it follow the same thread?
Yeah, I think what Dire are doing here, what X5 are doing is fine. I don't think they should be going and defending this. It's not worth it. Possibly getting kills on the Puck would have been nice. Surprised I didn't give Puck Aegis. I mean, yeah, that's a good point too. Puck actually hasn't died this game at all. I think one of the reasons why they probably give it to SF still is, regardless of SF having, you know, BKB ready, some stats, sure. This guy can actually get bursted, I think, probably easier than the Puck. Yes, slightly less HP than Puck. Well, they are going to defend. Okay. Well, they noticed that Puck was maybe bottom, or that's why they're probably going for this with a high ground advantage. Oh no, the neutral creep. Playing a little bit of cat and mouse. They want to get them out of position, but Eva, I love how aggressively this SF is playing. Tusk jumps onto Mini, but he gets instantly taken out himself, and they're getting manipulated here by the Invoker. They have bitten off way too much here, and this is looking pretty good for Dire. Regardless of you having Aegis, they kind of lured you into this trap, and now SF has to BKB TP away. Can they kill him in time? He gets really low, but he manages just to get out. And that was a really good, like, I'd call that peeling, right? That was a really good peel there from Dire. They kind of got them interested and then slowly pulled them back. And to be honest, I mean, Radiant, they did have the ward, but I think they might have had a bit of false sense of security there. They thought they could really burst everyone, and Tusk jumping forward on the Voker, but Voker managed to kind of negate it. There was no other follow-up.
Your soul to crush.
Yeah. From there, I mean, look at this recap here. A lot of gold, or a nice little victory here for Dire, for X5. And that's really unfortunate, because if you recap, what did they get done with this Aegis? With this Aegis, they merely got one tower.
Radiant's
right?
bottom tower is under attack.
Really disappointing for the first set of Aegis to have.
Haste.
Yeah, and in fact, they actually lose a tower now. I think Leto are maybe getting a little bit impatient with themselves because of how unfortunately that last engagement went. And maybe now they're kind of kicking themselves a little bit mentally. They're not too sure how to proceed. They'll continue to be top because they do have this ward here. So they want to play with their vision.
The dusk is always
Possibly a big wraparound can result in a kill on the Timber. But he's a lot tankier than he used to be. Let's see if it's enough. He just used all these mobility items to BKB, but this is what I mean. BKB for what? The right click come through. Bing, bang, boom. You're dead anyway. Fresh BKB, by the way. All physical damage coming at you. So, I'm not sure about the purchase of it. It's a little bit of a tricky game for him. There's so much piercing spells. Now the top tier 2. However, Voka doing a really good job of being a pesky little rat here. I mean, your tier 3 tower's taking a decent amount of damage here. 14 to 13, 28 minutes. We did have those XP shrines pop up. Warlock with the Greaves. Tiny, I think he's got something big coming his way. What's he got? Yule Scepter. Boker actually got a Spirit Vessel. He's going to get a BKB as well. And it's been a while since we checked on TA, who's finished off that Daedalus. Can we get player names on? Yes, we can. We can. If anything, it's because I zoom out. Sorry. I often zoom out to see a bit more, but I'll try to keep it forward so you can see the names. I've got a habit for zooming out to see what's going on everywhere, but if I zoom in, we can see the names. Alright, Leto, Smoke. Onto 4 heroes. Puck is nearby, so he can connect if he wants to as well. They're going to move forward, and Warlock needs to be careful. They do break the smoke onto the Tiny here. They're not sure where he is, and that's a little bit awkward for them here. As maybe their sense of surprise is no longer there. And as a result, their POS 5 is very far forward. However, and he will actually go down. Yeah, he's going to die. It's a nice ulti, though, from SF, as well as a triple stun coming out from Dan. Puck as well, holding them all in place. But is this enough to win this fight? I'm not too sure. They've lost 2 heroes in each side. And now Eva needs to reposition. He's just going to man up and try to fight against this Timbersaw. However, you don't have the rest of your boys here now, and he's going to go down. Triple kill for Toxic. The last man standing is Ray. And a little bit of just mispositioning there. I mean, their ultis were looking okay, but it wasn't enough to save the fight. This the Shadow Demon just was completely a bit too far forward. And it made things a little bit sloppy for him. Yeah. Look how much damage this TA does. That's crazy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, very, very far forward on Pitbull. I think it's always awkward when you're smoked up and it like breaks in the tree lines because they didn't see where Tiny was, and then Tiny blinks away, and then they thought that they had to kind of like correct that and try to kill him quickly, and from there they just it was a bit of a tunnel vision kind of situation. Oh, yeah. Thinking well ahead. It was a 5-head play. Speaking of the number 5, 5k net worth. Ahead there. Roshan number 2. Not spawned yet, but he will respawn momentarily. Shiva's on the Puck. Okay. Puck still hasn't died this game, by the way. 6-0 and 4, so Ray X doing a good job of being quite elusive. Both teams smoke again. Roshan number 2. It's on the menu. Both teams are hungry for it. And it looks like they're going to clash in the river. And we'll see which Titan comes out on top as both of the smokes break there. The Shiva's onto Yeesus. But Yeesus, I mean, he's got a lot of HP to play around with. Not necessarily the hero you want to start a fight on. Ooh, Toxic. Shield Rune. This is actually really good. And yet, as a result there, they're going to throw SF back. However, Puck does respond. The right click's looking from Toxic here. Toxic does blink away. Meanwhile, they find the Invoker. Invoker getting quite low. Dan, BKB, running onto Mini. However, here comes the Warlock here, resetting the fight a little bit. There is a buyback from the Tiny. They lose 2 heroes on Leto. Puck trying his best to get some sort of return kill or anything, but nobody's going down on Dire. I think there was the buyback, but the Tiny is the only one who died. So much damage coming out. They did a really good job of isolating the Invoker, but Warlock was ready with that ulti there, protecting the Invoker and getting him out of harm's way. Now, Roshan number 2. Now the net worth is starting to get a little bit of a wider gap, right? 5k it's not much, but it's much more noticeable than it previously was. So we can see this Dire squadron here, X5 are in the forefront, and they seem to have their foot on the gas here. As they're in control. We'll see what they want to do. There's 2 tier 2s available for them to take with this Aegis. We'll get the shard to go to the SF, which is pretty nice. You know, cooldown reduction. Wonder for Butterfly. Yeah, Butterfly queued up on PA. SF, he is going to go for the Shadow Blade. I did suggest this item, but he's going to go for it a little bit later. I think it's fine. I think he does need the break on some of these heroes. Meanwhile, Slaughter going for a Nullifier. Voka actually getting his own Manta style for further Dispel. Still 3 minutes. And this TA makes short work of anything she touches. Well, they'll smoke up. Boca a little bit away from the rest of the team. Looks like they don't want to wait and let them poke. Knowing that they could probably take the racks. And this is a really nice wraparound from Leto, and I don't think Dire are aware of it at all, but they must sniff something out. I mean, look, the racks are exposed. They're getting easily hit. Surely you know that they're probably right behind you as we speak, as they're going to go forward. Eva comes forward, the smoke, but it's too late. The smoke breaks immediately. BKB on Eva. No, it's not out there in time. He's getting lifted up into the air. Eva's got to get some right clicks down. He certainly does, as they finally lose the Tiny. And now look at that. Toxic goes down one time very quickly. Boca, Mini, with a beautiful disarm onto multiple heroes, as well as Usus trying to control as much as they can. The ulti comes out from the SF. As now, see who wins. I mean, Dire, with the Aegis available, they've got too many resources. It was a really nice wraparound from Radiant here. And, I mean, they're still giving it a go. Puck, there's a buyback from Tusk. The ulti committed. Mini, in a bit of a sticky situation, will probably go down here as they lose the Invoker. And the Warlock as well. Okay, a really good defense. Well, they did lose one. Oh, the racks. Quite low. 2 buybacks as well. It was a good wraparound. I mean, was it worth it though? I mean, it's a lot of gold going their way. They did defend the melee racks, which is good, right? God damn it, Krieg. What are you doing, Krieg? Hello, Krieg. How are you? I'm paying attention to you, man. What's up? You're playing turbo games before, weren't you?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Turbo-tastic. Oh, you've... Okay, that's awesome. That's great to hear.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
10 for 2, 6 for 1. Well, I hope you get a cure, buddy. I hope you get a cure for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now, despite the 3k net worth lead, that was a good little win there for
Dire's middle
Leto.
tower has fallen.
It's a pretty even game so far. It has been quite back and forth. But there is a bit of a difference between the two Radiant cores and the two Dire ones, with Toxic being between the other two. Look at fuck, slept all day, now watching you yell at pixels on a screen. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit... I mean, I've got work in a few hours, and I don't know. See how I go with it. Sleep is for weak people, am I right? 21 to 22. 38 minutes. Well, they got to address this push here. They're gonna a decent amount of damage
Are under attack.
onto the racks.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They might. No, they won't lose it, will they? Is he gonna let him take the racks?
Radiant's bottom
Fuck.
barracks are under attack.
No way. No way this goes down. No way it goes down. Oh, no, that's really big. That's not good. It's a little bit awkward there, unfortunately.
Interesting.
Yeah, the melee racks down bottom go down, and they... Oh my god, a quad silence on all of these here at the BKB from Dan. He gets the hell out of there. He said, I'm sorry, guys, I'm out of this fight. There's no turning this. As they lose one support, quick fingers from Pitbull saves his life. As Dire now... Leto's team almost a bit stun shocked by their racks getting lost, but they're going to take the fight anyway. Double ulti from the Puck, despite no BKB on the Slardar, and now Eva having to fight against Toxic, and Toxic's winning this fight 100%. And as a result, Slardar, no BKB, he's just getting controlled and thrown around. This is a very brave play here from Leto. I'm not sure if it was the right one, and we'll find out very soon. As a result, I mean, Puck, is this going to be his first death? We have a Hex on somebody. Who has the Hex? Somebody's got a Hex. As he goes down. Toxic mega kill. Does someone have a Hex, or am I... No, there we go. Timbersaw. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, your BKB, your Slardar BKB, your Pos 4 was already dead,
Scanning for enemies.
but they still wanted to try to fight that. And I think they're just getting a little bit shaky, right? A little bit of nerves after a few things not going their way, and now it's a 10k net worth lead, and Toxic's hitting your mid racks.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And look how swiftly he's taking them. How many hits? Ready? Let's find out. 1, 2. I can't count them all. Not many though. Not many. As the racks will go down. 2 sets of racks gone. Meanwhile, looks like they found Eva with the Shadow Blade, or the Silver Edge actually. Do they have dust for him?
Dire
X and 10.
for enemies.
Eva gets out of harm's way. And now, only a tier 2 stands between X5 and the potential for mega creeps here.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Bit of evasion on Toxic. It was already not looking good
Radiant's
with the 1v1 matchup here. SF wasn't really doing so well. But now with that evasion also.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Divine Rapier queued up eventually for Puck, which is interesting. Wonder what else we can do? Is this Tusk getting an Axe? No, he's got a Vladimir's offering, which should help with the SF in those right-click fights. But Roshan is bottom. And even if Radiant smoke and run to this, I think Dire take it too quickly. Right? The minus armor is huge. They might get there in time. Do they have a smoke? They have one on Tusk. But it's going to be very obvious, right? You have to clear this wave first. I want to say, Yeesus has done a really good job, right? He had a bit of a rough lane, so he's climbed back pretty well. So he's done a good job, and to have a scythe as well, really strong.
The quest for ultimate glory.
All right, do you contest? I mean, they scan it out. They know that they're doing Roche, and Roche will also let them know with a mighty roar as they smoke all of their heroes. Actually, Slardar leading the fray here. But Timbersaw jumps straight ahead into the enemy team, and he might regret doing so, but he can just reposition himself and get out of harm's way. They've used everything up, and now Radiant, they're split amongst themselves. They do kill the Timbersaw, granted, so he is going to go down. Meanwhile, Puck doing his best to kind of manipulate the backlines. There's the first ulti from Eva. And it's a little bit sloppy as it's a buyback from the Timber. You still have Aegis on Toxic. Refresher as well. I don't know. Tiny has the cheese. And ultimately, nobody from Radiant dies. And they force a buyback from the POS3. I think if they should probably maybe back off now. Their base is needing attention. Dire slowly behind them on the hunt. I think they, you know, Timbersaw obviously not the best hero to go on, but then he reset himself over here. And I think the reason why Radiant lived is because I believe, I might check the replay one time, but Puck just held a lot of heroes down here so they couldn't connect with him. Kind of, I think, saving that from being a disaster for them. The double damage too, look. The DD. It's all, the stars are all lining up for Toxic here as he is 7-1 and 8. He has that butterfly. He has the double damage as well. And he has the, his eyes are on the prize.
Each brave
Is this game. The banner accidentally, I think might have accidentally been put down. It's just to bait them. He wants them to go for the banner. Or maybe he didn't read the patch notes from ages ago. Interesting position here. Puck up on the high ground. You can see a little bit as he'll go in onto a lot of them. Silence onto multiple heroes. Does throw the ulti, but there's no follow-up damage now. So they're just going to hold this off, and as a result, I mean, Eva has to head back up to the high ground. Dan, he gets hexed up. BKB, no, not available. He just gets tossed into oblivion. He's dead. 78 seconds without him. He'll buy back, kick, or punch, sorry, up in the air. Toxic, BKB, Eva. Can he lifesteal his way out of this situation? The BKB available for him as well. Ulti if he needs to. They're right-clicking. It's an anime battle. 1 click, 2 click, 3. As they're going to go against each other here. The save. Can this SF live through most of this? He's getting thrown up into the air again. Aegis comes through. Eva, can he get back to the fountain in time? Useless. There's the Hex as well. He's going to go down on Eva. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He does. And that's 100 seconds without your parry. As a buyback from Tiny as well. And this might be the beginning of the end. As it seems like X5 are going to bulldoze their way through the remaining heroes on Leto. 3 of them dead without buyback. And I dare say this is game 1. Probably going towards X5 here. Oh, yeah, that was cool. Right? You see that, like, very intense moment where Shadowfiend's just throwing spells and TA is doing the same. They're just tossing them at each other for so long. It's a shame that he didn't manage to get his Requiem off. But there we go, game 1. Going towards X5 as they are yet to lose a game in this entire tournament, I believe. Well, well, well. Pretty tricky game. It was pretty back and forth, but I think I noticed maybe Leto's team when something doesn't go their way. And I might be biased in saying this because I didn't see it necessarily happen for X5, which it can happen for anyone. I think they kind of like second guess what the next play is to do, and in that thought process, you lag a bit of time, you lose time, and then as a result, you end up making decisions that are not so favorable for you. In my example being that bottom Rax went down, which was really interesting, and then they jumped onto they got a quad silence onto all these heroes. There was a BKB from the Slaughter. He dipped, he left. They lost the pos 4, but then they decided to try to fight anyway. Which was very ambitious, and they got punished for it, right? So, yeah, but that's game 1. I'm gonna go get some water, okay? So, uno momento. I'll be right back. I'm sure they get straight into it again, right? They usually get into it. Let me update this.
Team back.
Yeah, look at that. They're straight into it. More Dota, more Dota. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna be right back with game 2 of X5 versus Leto, with X5 leading 1 game up. So we'll see what happens in this next game. I'll be right back.
It is Dire's ban.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. They're going to go with the SF again, first pick. Exciting. This time they'll pair it up with a Clockwork or a Bat Rider. Interesting. We switch over to the live scene now. Now, X5 Gaming, they're going to go for the... Looks like they're going to keep the Tiny. They've got a Viper and a Snapfire now. Which I think, have a look at the picking order. They just picked the Snap. I wonder where these Clock and Bat are going to be. I'm not sure if they do Bat Core. But I think it's probably like a 5 or a 4. We're going to burn through a bit of reserve time here for X5 Gaming. They've got 35 seconds left.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Invoker.
Okay, they'll grab the Invoker again. I think Mini performed really well on the Invoker, actually, that last game. It's a really good counterplay to Clock or Bat. It kind of forces people, it forces them to go on the Invoker. Because if they don't commit their ultis to the Invoker, Invoker can very, very swiftly reset a lot of these fights with the Tornado. It makes Clockwork's game very annoying, it makes Bat Rider's game very annoying. These are two heroes who don't necessarily build BKB unless they're cores, right? Which I don't think they are. So if they go into this into this Invoker, it's kind of setting up for follow-up, counterplay. You've got the Snapfire, you've got the Viper, the Tiny. I think the Invoker is really nice. They've got a lot of ways to punish them. Like X5 Gaming can punish Leto if they don't grab and kill someone like straight away. They can absolutely just dump a lot of spells on them. And now I'm actually a little bit worried because there's a lot of magical damage and a lot of burst damage coming out from X5. And Team Leto, they have a Shadow Fiend, which once again, Eva did really well, but this hero he doesn't have the saves anymore, right? You no longer have the Shadow Demon to save you, or the Task or whatever to save you. Now you also don't have Aura Builders, right? You've got a Slardar instead. So we don't see many Aura Builders. Maybe the Clockwork's job is to build the Auras this game, which he probably can do. Ban out of faces. Yeah, wanting to prevent that very easy combo there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if X5 just go for TA again. Like, what's wrong? Are they... Like, Templar Assassin is fine for them to pick this hero again. Is it worth banning out? I think so. Make him play something different. It's a good TA game again for X5. Meanwhile, Leto, they got to pick their mid laner against the Evoker. And I'm pretty sure, maybe, because Ray X played Invoker the other day a lot, and he got kind of, unfortunately, counterpicked a lot by Alina mid, so I wonder if he'll maybe take a page out of the other team that Versum's book there. And pick the Lina mid. 25 seconds. Ban the TA, come on. You know you want to. If it's not TA, then they'll pick something like Clinks or something.
Hey!
Right? I'm not sure what they'll pick. 10 seconds. We gotta think about what we want to ban. Morphling? Morphling? I think they're just gonna pick TA again.
Dire's turn to pick. Radiant
Right.
must choose.
Ooh, okay. Primal. That's pretty neat. I like that. I do like that. Should win the mid lane against Voka. Very, very in your face. And with a Clockwork rotating in with a few, you know, levels in his. Ooh, they'll go for a Naga. Thank you, Zane. Thank you, Zane Leto. Appreciate you following, man. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a great time, dude. Naga Siren, hey? I wonder why they didn't do a TA again. I think I like... this is actually kind of hard. What do we like better here? I was gonna say I liked X5 Gaming's draft more, but I don't know about this Naga pick. I think there are other heroes that you gotta kind of take SF out really quickly, and I think TA did a good job of that last game. I don't know if Naga can do that. I mean, the rest of these heroes, if SF gets a BKB, the only person he's kind of worrying about, I think, is probably the Viper, maybe a little bit. But even still, nah, not really. But again, they don't have auras either, so... Oh, it is? Okay, so it's a mid Slardar. It's a mid Slardar. It's gonna be an offlane, Primal. Ooh, actually, damn. So Naga Siren has a lot of armor, right? I'll show you in a minute, right? We'll see. Well, from my understanding, I'm pretty sure Naga Siren has high armor as a hero. Yeah, 5's pretty decent to begin with, as a comparison to others. What's the highest armor someone has? Like 7 on Bounty Hunter or something, right? But 5 armor is good, right? 5 armor is pretty decent. Now the problem is, I wonder, can your 5 armor, what's it gonna do against, you know, the Trample as well as the, TB has 9? You're right, TB does have 9. I used to think Bounty Hunter was the most, but yeah, Terrorblade, that's a good point. Terrorblade has 9 armor to begin with, that's crazy. Regardless, getting sidetracked a bit. 5 is good. 5 is a decent amount of armor, but the armor doesn't matter, right? It's not going to give a shit against, you know, a Bat Rider and a Primal Beast that are running on you. And also, depending on who the POS... Where's this POS 5? Who's the POS 5? Who's pairing up with Naga? They got to make sure that they can get Naga out of harm's way, because as soon as Bat Rider gets a really nice flame break, it's just so much damage. Pairing up the sticky napalm as well, just the slow as well as this trample. I'm a little bit worried. I'm not sure. I've never seen it in action before, but I wonder. Yeah, Primal and Bat Rider just running down the Naga.
The international spirit lives in us all.
Primal okay, so Naga vs Primal is a really rough matchup. SF is pretty decent as well. Are you saying... Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking that Primal's gonna have a pretty okay time. Right? I'm thinking this is good for Dire, right? Just sticky napalm, just... Yes, yeah, right? This is what's gonna happen. Look at this. Okay, that was... That was a little bit, they got a bit eager then. They were very keen. They wanted to do it straight away. You're going to hope that maybe the cookie can get you out of harm's way. Tiny Avalanche probably wouldn't help, so I think Tiny up here is fine. You can toss people back into Yeezus, so... Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this goes here in this bottom lane. Primal, yeah, I think they thought it was a Primal mid, because I thought it was a Primal mid. I was very certain to be a Primal mid, but yeah, and it probably might have been. But then they just switch it up. Right, they just kind of switch up where they put these guys there, and Ray... Gonna have to wait for a few levels first. Nice deny there from X. Okay, so I will keep an eye on this lane, right? However, I'm just thinking who wins this here. I think it's easier to kind of outplay people if you're dire on this lineup. Yeah. Unless Tiny can toss the Clockwork out of position. Which, I mean, if he had the mana, he didn't have the mango there. Oh, there we go. This is the combo. Look at it. Look. Oh, no. Boom, 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 boom. Burst blood. There we go. I mean, that's pretty scary. So he'll respawn there. We got the 3-minute Lotuses in about 30 seconds. Tosses him away. Oh, sorry, I haven't got the last hits up. How's Naga doing? 11 compared to... I mean, 7 on Dan. Granted, I think they're focusing more on just getting some gold through killing people. Jesus. Got a bottle on the Slardar. You don't really change your build if you're a mid Slardar. I guess the only difference is you get the bottle anyway for the regen. But apart from that, your job is to blink on people and stun them, right? That's your job, and apply minus armor. So if you get a BKB after that, that's fine. $18 compared to 16. 11 to 18, so Ray doing a good job. Actually, they lose the Primal. Uh-oh. I feel like that shouldn't have happened. A few stacks onto these other guys, and... I mean, X. I want to see the recap. It probably won't show me, but yeah. A lot of minus armor. I mean... Yeah, Snapfire does dish out some very annoying damage early on into this game.
Learn to live a little, Naga. It'll only kill you if you let it.
Well,
Use the minus armor already, and yeah, I think they're gonna just trample them down. Absolutely, this is really good for Dan as he'll get a return kill, and Toxic needs to be a bit careful too. They'll lose a courier, but it's a decent amount of items on the courier too. And that's the sort of thing they need to do. Yeah, as soon as the little shredders have been used, you can time it and just run at these guys. So they're playing pretty conservatively for now. One to two. We're gonna have the 6 minutes power rune. The first power rune of the game will spawn momentarily, and we'll see what supports come to aid their mid laner. As Pitbull With a very deep positioning here. Gonna be there before the Tiny gets there. And in fact, Tiny just stacking as well, so he's not really going to contest the rune. Rune's going to go, yeah, it's going to be grabbed by Slardar soon. Uh-oh. Tiny. It's the wall there. I don't think they see Pitbull yet. However, this Forged Spirit should reveal him. And they're kind of dancing around here in this midsection. Oh no, the courier again! Oh no! No way, that's his boots for the second time, and he'll just farm up some kills. Or some gold, sorry. Yeah, spending a long time here mid to try to kill this Invoker. Clockwork is no longer there. The ulti to reveal. There we go. The break to reposition him. The slow stacking up too, but a nice time tornado. Holding on to the tornado there. Mini. Really well played. To not freak out too much and cast that too early. XP. Uh-oh. Clockwork wants to try to push him out of it, and he does. Oh, he does? No, he doesn't. He's trying to push him out. He's playing Ring Around the Rosie as he tosses him out there, but now Batrider tags in. It's pretty funny here. Eva. Uh-oh, Eva's going to lose his life for this. One more hit will do it, and yeah, they lose Eva. A big fight for this XP ruiners, or XP Shriners. They're even going to bring Toxic into it as well. Dire. I mean, they lost their SF, but they took 3 heroes and the XP Shrine. As Toxic might actually grab another one here. Did this Shrine get taken? Yeah, Dan took that one. So more XP going for them. Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting situation, wasn't it? Bit messy, bit funny. Second set of power runes. It's an illusion rune picked up by Ray. Ulti available on Primal, but he doesn't have any mana right now. It'd be very ideal if he had mana. And if they go on this without him having mana, he can't do anything. And they're gonna get punished completely here. I mean, he gets a bit of mana. Okay, manages to get the ulti off and get a kill, but I mean, is this worth it? I'm not too sure. Pitbull is healer as well. Toxic. Can Toxic get out of it? No. Manages to die. Ray. Right-clicking away and smacks the Viper. 4 for 2. I was really expecting that, did someone give him mana? Or did he just get it in time? He must have wandered, yeah. Very lucky that he just had enough mana to throw that ult down. Pulverize. Have a look at the net worth earlier. Let's see. Well, it's quite even actually amongst all the cores. There's only slight gaps. As no towers have gone down yet. As everybody's standing up. Oh, the ulti from Viper. Eva tries to counteract, but it gets stun locked. The avalanche, and it's a nice kill onto Eva.
Dire's top tower is in danger. Dire should look to their top tower.
Still need to wait for blinks on most of these guys on Dire. I mean, they're going to have 3 sets of blink daggers. SF. He ports in. Clockwork. Hook shot. Lands onto Yeesus. Here comes Dan as well. Pulverize is available. He's going to hold on to it for now, and he will use it onto the Tiny. And that's a double kill there. Eva picks up both of the lasteds. So Eva gets his revenge. in the form of a double kill onto the two very people who slain him before.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant should look
That's
to the
now
top tower.
top tower getting pressured a little bit. The siege creep.
Dire's
Fortunately, we'll
bottom
get right
tower
clicks.
is in danger. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Viper TPing. No points in the lasso. Tiny does scout out X and kind of reveals their plans to get something there. But there's a stack here that X is going to just burn down on his way out. Pretty happy to do that. And we're all back to farming again. I expected this lane to go a bit better for or at least this tower maybe to get taken sooner. Oh, very deep hook shot. He wants to try to grab two people. He doesn't, but he pushes the Tiny into the rest of them, and now Jesus again. I mean, he drops the ulti onto Pitbull, and Pitbull will go down, but it's another two dead. The pos 3 and 4 yet again biting the dust. 3k net worth ahead for Leto. Meanwhile, oh, Tornado, it is there. The movement speed, oh no, but the repositioning from the Cookie was a little bit awkward. He wasn't facing the right way. And now Mini trying his best to push them away, but X is burning on top of him, and that's a dead Invoker. As they want maybe some more? No.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
We have point in the lasso, but he doesn't have mana yet. Viper TPing in. They're a little bit underleveled, I think, to take this fight. I mean, still some crucial level 6s to come through, you know. Snapfire only halfway through level 5. Tiny about to get his level 6. I think the rest of Dire already have their ults ready, so Snapfire pretty desperate to get some XP.
For enemies. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no. I mean, Pitbull, he breaks the smoke, and he's going to run right into him. I don't think you can hook shot your way out of this one. He wants to search for a neutral camp, but the roots are there. The hook shot, no, not quite. See you later. The mechanical man goes down. As he will die. A bit of movement used here from X5, but they're doing a good job of defending this tower. I think this tower should be dead already. If you're Dire, ideally that's what they'd want. They'd want it to be gone now. Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a great time watching some pretty awesome Dota right now. Some pretty cool stuff. XP shrines do spawn. But it looks like Dire, they're more interested in this mid tower. But Radiant, they want to defend it with a beautiful Tornado. The Pulverize, though, counterplay onto the Tiny. Mini in a little bit of trouble. He does disarm X-Ray. The ulti comes out from SF, but he dies as a result. Toxic holding on to the song for now. He wants to try to catch someone, as it's a 2-for-1 trade-off. And it seems like Dire were not quite on the same page, because they had Primal Beast blink forward and ulti onto one. Slardar blinked onto another target, and I think they were trying to spread out the load a little bit too much there. But, I mean, they are still kind of interested in at least holding this high ground here.
Dire are scanning for enemies. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is in danger. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, we have the blink ready for the lasso. I mean, these blinks, this window here is the window where Team Leto need to try to take as much like towers and objectives, and potentially Roshan with the minus armor from Slardar. They need to get a lot done now, right? They've got these fresh sets of blinks, so they should be more stronger, right? They've got instant spells, instant stuns. They've got some really good catch, and they need to take advantage of it and see if they can snowball the game in their favor as a result. But it looks like Pitbull ulti from Eva to kind of reset and help his Pos 5 out a little bit. Nobody else wants to TP to it though. Just little avoidant there.
Dire should look to their top tower.
Or are they? X-ray. Shield rune for a short period of time. He blinks
Dire's
defensively.
top tower is no more.
And it's off.
And they'll just kind of let it go, it seems.
Loaded to the gills.
You got 3 blink daggers, guys. I think it's
In danger.
time to get some of these objectives. 10 for 15. Just before 17 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And Radiant, I mean, if you're Radiant, I think you're pretty happy. You know, the enemy team have all their blink daggers and they've got all the means to get things done, but they're kind of twiddling their thumbs a little bit, I dare say. And as a result, your heroes are just growing in net worth. I mean, now the shoe's on the other foot. They want to make a play. Toxic got his Orchid. The Manta was completed a while ago.
has fallen.
And now they're gonna, yeah, they're gonna pressure
Dire's middle tower
Dire's side of the map.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. There is
Smarter.
little hope for Dire's
In his
middle
rune.
tower.
Radiant are gonna try to cut them off here. They know that Clockwork was just nearby. They're gonna find Clock.
Radiant are
They scan. They know that Slardar's nearby also, and without any help from anyone else, they'll at least kill one.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
Alright, they take the bottom tower. Oh, the... Uh-oh, the gate. I mean, they don't know that he's invis here. Slardar scouts it all out, and that pretty much saves Eva's life there. But can they get anything from it? I mean, they're going to try to use this invis to the best of their ability, but on that very note, here comes Invoker as well on Mini. So, I mean, who's got who at this stage? They find the Bat Rider first. Meanwhile, Tiny gets jumped on, but there's no follow-up there. Bat Rider, he's going to get burst down. And that's who loses their life first. Will there be any more? Clockwork sets up. But they just reposition. Ulti from Eva. They're going to try their best to burst this Naga Siren. Naga, and they will do it. They actually do take out the Naga. But can they get out of harm's way now as the Mortimer Kisses are beautiful and they dish out a lot of magical damage. Slardar aggressively, I think, trying to throw his life just to save the rest of his team. However, Eva wants to turn and fight as well anyway. TP out. Can you stop it? No, you cannot. They did kill who they wanted to kill, but it was a little bit costly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's a little bit unfortunate that X got taken at the start of the fight. You know, he's had this blink dagger for a while, but he hasn't had an opportunity to blink lasso anyone yet, unfortunately. This just keeps getting caught out. And speaking of getting caught out, oh no, X toss you all the way to the wizard man, as that's a dead owl. Fresh BKB on SF this time. Gonna go for a heart on Naga, and I don't think we have a vessel this game at all, so... Nor do we have anything queued up to really do percentage damage or HP reduction. Last game, Eva did get a Skadi eventually. But I think he's a few items behind that. So we'll see if they have enough damage to cut through that hefty heart that he'll eventually get.
Scanning for enemies.
Have the XP shrines spawning again soon. That 21-minute mark, 15 to 16. The net worth is pretty even still. Okay, 4 stuff as well. Cool. Have a shield rune. Popped onto Ray X. As him and X are gonna maybe sniff about if they can. There's Deep Ward here, showing a lot of information. It's revealing heaps here to Dire. Toxic already closing in on that heart. Okay, they'll de-ward that there. I don't know if they don't have a smoke, there'll be an invis rune grabbed. I'm a little bit hesitant here on Leto. They want to go, and honestly, I still think this is the time that they're stronger right now with these blink daggers. And I think by the time we get to 30 minutes into the game, I think it's going to get a little bit harder for them. Or at least when this heart... Actually, when this heart comes out, it's going to be even harder. I want to see if they can kill this Naga with a heart. Who's very quickly farmed it up. Alright, they'll Smokers 5 move down towards the south side of the map. They've penciled in a few lines here. Yeah, I mean, Radiant, they're aware of it. Either they saw it on this ward, or they just know something's up, but looks like they'll take the Viper anyway. Viper. He'll go down. Or will he go down? Yes, he will. Butterfly next. For a Daedalus on Eva. Roshan is bottom. Wonder if they thought about going for it. Yeah, there we go. Break the Lincolns, the minus armor eventually. Now Radiant, they know about this. They've got this this ward up here, which unfortunately isn't getting spotted out. They want to contest it. I mean, Viper's going to be late to this. Are they all going to be too late? The Mortimer Kiss is coming through, but Clockwork very quickly stops it. There's a song from the Naga. Pitbull will probably go down here, but this is a little bit rough here for X5, I think. If they can, yeah, the ulti comes down. Dan, where's the follow-up damage onto this Naga Siren? The Invoker trying to help out. Toxic's got to get the hell out of there, but he's stomping, bashing up and down. Toxic trying his best. The heart, it's keeping him alive. The SF ulti comes out onto all these other heroes. However, they couldn't kill the Naga Siren. So now, even with Aegis, they're going to lose this team fight. Ay, ay, ay. They couldn't kill him. The heart, man. He got that heart just then. A lot of tips going towards Eva. Uh-oh. What's happening here? That should have... Oh, that was rough.
Dire's middle tower is under...
Because that song wasn't that good. So, like, they songed for the Clockwork. Sure, the Clockwork did die, but it should have... They BKB ulti onto the Naga. I guess the SF just didn't get there in time to right-click her because she managed to just get away. And again, I have not seen a lasso yet. Has he got a hotkey? Have we seen a lasso this game? Or am I wrong? I don't think I've seen one this entire game. He's had a rough time. He needs to bind it to one of his hotkeys. $6K net worth ahead for X5. build next? That's right, the evasion eventually come through. I mean, you got no MKB. Going for a Daedalus instead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no, the haste rune on the Voka. Pitbull knows he's in trouble. Can he TP out? Alright. Looks like he can.
Radiant's bottom
We have
tower
Greaves
is
with
under attack.
Blink, Ghost Scepter,
Radiant are
Heal
scanning
Scepter
for
eventually.
enemies.
Viper going for Manta into Lincoln's. Primal gonna get an Ags for the break onto a lot of heroes, which I think is pretty good actually, yeah. Yeah, the break's fine on these heroes. $6K net worth, 20. 17 there. Uh-oh. Oh no, X. In a bit of trouble. Go down. Oh, Eva. Eva, oh no, yeah, he'll blink forward. Oh, sorry, he'll push forward. But now, I mean, Dan came in, he was TPing out on this SF, so Dan might be in a bit of hot water. He'll just get out of harm's way, but that's a BKB on SF used. No BKB Shadow Fiend.
Top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top
Oh no,
tower is under attack.
they see him again. They can probably kill him here this time. As, yeah, Eva found in this bottom lane, pushing out way too deep after TPing away and BKBing, so that's 60 seconds without him, and they'll probably open up this, the opportunity to take this last tower here. However, they don't have any creeps, do they?
Dire's bottom tower is under
But not for
attack.
long. They actually draw the line mid instead. Oh, forcing a BKB out on Dan. That's a bit rough. Now there's no BKB on the Primal. And slowly they're just kind of, their resources are getting, just depleting. And it's just looking a little bit easier for them to take these objectives. And now with the toss back onto the clockwork, that makes it even easier as, yeah, this is a mid-rack's going to go down. As X5 seem to be gaining a pretty confident control of this game too.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Shadow Fiend is back. Bat Rider, again found by the Invoker. Story of his life a little bit.
Are under
It's
attack.
been a rough time to be this 4-bat. Keeps getting picked off.
Under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
This Radiant might wait for Roshan before reaching the rest of the high ground. They did take the second racks, by the way, up top.
Scanning for enemies.
And they're making it look quite effortless as well. I'm pretty, I mean, I was saying 30 minutes, right? I said the window for Dire to be strong was when they had these blink daggers early. And there was just a little bit of hesitation or just maybe not enough done. And as a result now, I mean, they got that heart on that Naga. And since, you know, I think this was the fight that broke the camel's back there. They really needed to win that fight. They had Aegis too. And, well, smoke on smoke as he's going to run up into the high ground. And, I mean, he's going to get really low here. The Snapfire going to dish out a lot of magical damage here as Yeesus will go down as well as the Clockwork. So they'll lose 1 for 1. There's Toxic with a song. They want to try to pick one target. Who are they going to pick? They're going to actually split up targets, which might have not been the wisest choice. SF will just TP out after a BKB. I was worried that splitting up would make it a bit favorable for Dire.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is
Look
no
out for fallen rock.
I mean, you've got
Dire's
the final set of racks here are about to be exposed. Just approaching the 32-minute mark soon. And they'll actually buy back on the Primal.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
They're going to do a really big wraparound here, I think. Got to see a lasso coming out from Batrider.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They need to wrap right around.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Who do they go for? The Invoker's probably the best. There's the lasso that we needed, but the counterplay was instantly there from the Tiny. Can they kill this Invoker? They certainly can, but they lose the Primal Beast as a result. So that's a dieback on him, and now Viper and Naga doing God's work on the rest of the enemy heroes. As now it's only SF and Slardar. And Mega Creeps are secured. Slardar wants to try to get a dieback on Mini, but I mean, he certainly will, but you've already lost your carry as well, as all these tips are coming through. They tip Mini. Okay, buyback on the Batrider. Buyback on SF. Buyback on everyone. They gotta hope that... Uh-oh, buyback and then toss back. Say hello, says Tiny, as he tosses the Batrider into a very awkward spot there. And now SF trying his best to fight through it, but it's not enough. As game 2 as well is going to go to X5. A little bit more convincing this time. But they will, yeah, take game 2, making it a 2-0 victory. Still not losing a game in this entire tournament. Well played. Very well played. It was really good. A little bit more one-sided than the previous game. There was a moment where they were leading in XP, I think, in net worth. Or like a decent chunk, actually. And then I think this is the Naga fight where they got Aegis and all that, and then this is that fight. Just went up from there. Bit unfortunate. Cool. Okay, well, there we have it, eh? So I can't stick around for any longer because I have work soon, and I actually haven't slept before work, which is going to be very fun. I'm not sure if anyone's streaming the other series, but from my understanding, there's another best of 3 happening in the upper bracket still, right? So okay, that's happening in a little bit. Yeah, Souls versus C. Yeah, Cappy Zebra. That's gonna happen in 4 hours time from now. So I'll be working, earning my money. I unfortunately can't cast that one. Then we have some in some other days times. Maybe I can cast some of this stuff. Cool. But pay attention to the Discord, because I'm sure they'll say who's casting it, or if it is to be broadcasted. I'm not sure. And if you want to what's it called, join the Discord, then I'm sure most of you guys are already in it, right? But it's you can usually just ask one of the admins, you know, for an invite, and they'll let you in. Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm needing to rest up a little bit. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do what I usually do when I leave stream, which is I put a little bit of nostalgia on, right? Let's do Arthur. Now, you guys are maybe, I don't know where you guys are from, but this is going to be, you know, nostalgia for my era, right? And what I used to watch as a cartoon, right? So, let's see. All right. Pet a cat if you see a cat. Be kind to one another. Drink plenty of water, okay? Bye-bye. See you next time. Thank you, guys.
Father. You got to listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Oh, believe in yourself, for that's the place to start. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Learn to
Work and play and get along with each other. Hey! 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 Bye bye!